Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Omega Ruby. It's time to take on the final gym of the Hoenn region. Let's go give Wallace a thrashing.
Well, for the final gym in a particular region, naming the gym leader somebody like Wallace doesn't really invoke that kind of threat it needs to be. And especially for the type we're going to encounter. Like, back in Gold and Silver, we had Claire. She trained dragons. She was very powerful. And now we have a water trainer. Okay.
It's Wallace, the most fancy kind of name. But how appropriate is it for a region just, soaked in water to have the water type represent its final gym? It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah, I know, when IGN, got to this place, they're like, alright, fuck it, I'm checking out, I quit, write the review, we're done.
7.8, too much Wallace. But, yeah, you guys know the score here. It's a water-type gym. Bring in grass, bring in electric types, and also bring your brain, because you gotta deal with these floor puzzles. They're not too hard, but you gotta make it to the stairs, stepping over every square without doubling back, otherwise you'll fall down below, and there's a lot of trainers below.
Man, I love these types of puzzles, actually. I think it was in Oracle of Seasons for, Zelda. They had, a whole bunch of those, and I always tend to be really good at them and really enjoy them. So it's kind of neat to have that show up in this kind of gym.
Oh, a little bit of a spoiler for HellfireComms. Mexi and I are considering bringing you in for the Oracle of Seasons commentary.
Really? That would be very interesting, because Oracle of Seasons is probably my second favorite Zelda game. The first one is Link's Awakening, but you guys already have that, so that's fine.
By the time this goes up, Link's Awakening will probably actually be on the channel, so look forward or enjoy that, I guess.
Okay, now I understand, obviously, they have to get trainers of varying types, to kind of help out at the gym. If I was to hire someone for a gym, I wouldn't hire, Mother, who kind of does Pokemon on the side. I mean, yeah, her Azuriel's level 43, but is this a side job that she's doing? Wouldn't you rather hire someone who kind of focuses on that full time?
She's on her lunch break right now, mate. Don't discriminate. Just appreciate Luchador Pikachu over here.
Yeah, I noticed you finally got a different costume for that. Did you kind of get that on the side? Did they give it to you? Did you have to do more contests to get them, is what I'm asking?
I went back to, I think it was the Slateport contest hall, and changed Ziggy's costume.
Yeah, you kind of need to get a closet rack to take with you, so you can kind of change outfits on the fly.
Uh-huh. It's like in Pokemon X. Why do you need to go to a store to be able to change your clothes?
Well, you can't exactly change in somebody else's house. That doesn't really work out, does it?
Well, they keep the doors unlocked, so you might as well.
That's true. I mean, I know they poke fun about that all the time, where you, go into somebody's houses and take their shit, but the doors are fucking unlocked. They're kind of asking for it, really.
I decided to take out these two trainers here, mostly because the gym would be really, really short if I didn't.
Although, I gotta admit, though, I am loving Pikachu's tag team with Metagross in the current, wrestling show right now. It's pretty great. I love that. I just noticed that. He's got a little tune. I love it. No, what he needs now, he needs, intro music, and Pikachu drives in a lowrider, and it hops up back and down, and then during the match, he distracts the ref so he can hit the other guy with a belt. It's great.
Well, I don't mean to shatter your, WWE illusions, but, Ziggy is a diva.
Well, I know that. Yeah, that's true. They don't really book divas that well, do we? Unless it's Japan, because here in America, they sure don't make them do any interesting shit.
But yeah, the Luchador costume, or whatever its actual name is, grants Ziggy, or the Pikachu, who you choose to name whatever you want, because your life, I guess, the ability to use Flying Press.
And that's pretty great, but you know what? I miss my man Hawlucha. Hawlucha was geared up from the beginning to be our wrestling superstar, so to speak. So, Pikachu, it's cool that that she knows how to do the flying press, but at the same time, it's just not the same.
Shoutouts to T-Zark, Magnamaster, and all that good shit from the X playthrough.
Yeah, they're enjoying a nice little retirement now. I mean, they saved the world, they beat the Elite Four. I guess they spend their days just on the beach, with a little drink with an umbrella in it.
Now, if you want to give your Pikachu, your welfare Pikachu, I guess, a bit of a boost, you can find a Light Ball from Route 120, which is one of the routes that leads towards Lily Cove, I believe, and that, I think, doubles the attack and special attack of a Pikachu when held.
All this water is really reminding me that I gotta go to the bathroom. You should have gone before we started comms!
Wallace is just like shaking his head in disgust. This is not graceful in the slightest.
Oh my god, we're finally evolving Bluegrass. It took us this how long?
I don't think he's even going to learn a move.
Yes, let's reinforce this stereotype while we're here.
Oh, I caramba.
Oh my goodness, I mean, wow.
Nexy, you want to explain this shit?
Yeah, this is the kind of Pokemon like we were talking about. What's his dumb name? Tierno? He should have totally gotten this guy, back then.
He should have rocked, he should have rocked this, he should have rocked a Hitmontop. I mean, there's plenty of dancing Pokemon out there.
Man, if he had a Hitmontop, that would actually been kind of hype. I would have liked to see that.
Wallace, I'm just gonna say this now, I know you're, swimming, on your off time, but I can almost see your man trail.
Yeah, you may want to cover up a slightly bit more. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Oh, he's got poses.
No. Oh, no, oh, what are we looking at?
Alright, here we go. Final battle hype?
Well, final battle for the gym. We've still got a ways to go beyond that, but... Yeah, don't trust anyone who doesn't know how to cover their belly button, is what I'm saying.
Alright, Love Disc. Not too big of a challenge to kick things off.
I'm trying to remember, what does Love Disc evolve into, if anything? Milotic?
No, it evolves into nothing. That Amola Mola from Gen 5, I think, is a lie.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember. Well, it's a good thing that we decide to fight in an arena where the ground is covered in water or ice, because people who come here don't ever bring electric types to conduct that.
Kind of weird that the main gimmick of the water-type gym is what is technically considered an ice puzzle.
That's true, but then again, you kind of have to put ice in there because water by itself doesn't really do a lot impressively, offensively.
I guess. It kind of goes back to my, I guess you could say wish list for Mario Sunshine 2, where instead of just controlling the liquid form of water, you can also control the solid and the gaseous.
The gaseous? How would that work out in, puzzles and stuff?
I don't know. Turn water into, water. I don't know, okay? I'm bad with science.
Well, I'm glad you thought this out ahead of time before you decide to express that opinion. That's
Shut
great.
up, Hell Dragon.
Now, next up is a Wish Cache, and I believe they banned an episode, a long time ago, in Japan, because the episode involving a Wish Cache had to do with earthquakes, and around that time, a really bad earthquake had hit Tokyo, I think. So they kind of just had to ban that one. I'm wondering now if those episodes ever show up at all in any other context. Do they show up in the DVD? Do they get a rerun down the line? I don't know what they do with them.
It was it was going back to the episode with, a Dragonair in it. That was featured in, the Pokerap and whatnot. Never got to see the actual thing myself.
Yeah, because that was the one where they were at the Safari Zone with the fucking guns, right? Now, they did eventually dub the one episode, really early on in Kanto, where it had to do with, a Japanese holiday called Women's Day, I believe, where, eventually, the women, they could tell, guys what to do, and they had to do it, and things like that. They eventually kind of got around that. You sort of can't talk your way around guns, I suppose, so...
That was a banned episode? I just thought it was part of the original run.
Oh, no. It wasn't banned, but it never got dubbed because of its very, strictly Japanese content. They got around that eventually. I mean, again, it's better than having to deal with the guy with the fucking 6-shooters in his little, garden or whatever.
Milotic can be a bitch if you let it get off recover, so take it out as quick as possible. It's pretty heavy, so Grass Knot works a treat.
I think I had trouble on Milotic or Milotic, whatever, when I was fighting against Wallace, originally in Sapphire. I think I fought him when I was in the bathroom, because that's the best time to be thinking about those kind of things.
Well, you made it, thematically appropriate. It's like when I go to fight Flannery, I'm in the middle of a volcano.
I can only imagine what else might be appropriate to do in the bathroom, God.
Actually, that'd be pretty cool. You can only fight gym leaders. Say you buy the barbecue, you can fight Flannery. Say, you're on a flight to, America or something, you can fight Faulkner and whatnot.
That would just be really inconvenient, I think, unless they're, optional battles. Don't do it, make it as a required to progress through the game.
Now, Celio here is part Ice type, so I'm going to shatter that sucker.
Let's just go with a little bit of overkill. That's always nice.
I can't help it, okay? I love the transformation, especially the burst of power at the end.
It'd be funny if, like, it burst, but it burst so much that the ice floor beneath it broke and it just fell into the water.
You have to find the other trainers instead.
It's like, oh shit, Blaziken, I forgot about that, damn.
Wishcash back there, we were kind of like talking about a banned episode, so I'll say this now. Wishcash is water and ground, much like, what's the middle form? Marshtomp and Swampert. So you're definitely going to want to use a grass move against it, because electric attacks will not hit home.
Doesn't Wishcash evolve from a Chinchou, I believe?
No, Chinchou evolves into Lantern.
Okay, like, that came to me just as you were saying that. I'm sitting there going, well, now I'm just a complete fucking dope over here.
I'm gonna be honest, very graceful Pokemon. Not the best one you could have used for, like, your final guy.
Yeah, Sea King's not really a good one to go out on, let's be honest.
Fuck no, Seeking. And there we go, we have all 8 badges. Bravo indeed.
Fortunately, they pay you a hefty salary when you win, which is always nice of gym battles, I think.
Authenticity and magnificence.
Look, I think we've had enough of rain if you're playing, like, Alpha Sapphire. I've had enough goddamn rain, alright?
That bitch in the Kanto region had 1 water drop. I'm gonna make it 3.
You know, I'm just imagining Wallace as, like, a really petty, you know, gym leader who thinks, like, Misty is kind of going in on his turf. A waterfall. Yeah, that one was really useful to have.
Actually, it's pretty good because it can cause flinching, so you can go for flinch strats.
Well, yeah, you know, as an offensive move, I can kind of see its value. But, you know, me, I've never been a big fan of having the HMs required to go places.
Being a bit catty myself, no? You can leave now. Go on, get out of it, go on.
Listen, you cracked all the damn floors, I'm gonna have to replace them all. You know, that must be even more inconvenient. You know, like, I can understand, like, those big whirly puzzles that you just kind of hit a switch and they all reset, but with ice, you gotta make ice again. You gotta lay it all back down.
You get, like, those massive things, massive versions of those things that you put in a freezer to make ice cubes and whatnot.
I bet he's got, like, a whole stack in the back. He goes into the meat locker and he pulls out all these sheets of ice.
I like the trees. The green sets off the blue and whatnot quite nicely.
Yeah, I agree. I actually really do like the background, and the waterfall in the back during the gym battle did look very nice.
We did it, guy who has no name.
Yeah, you've been such a great help in our journey, whoever you are.
It'd be cool if, like, you traveled with a friend and he was the one who taught you about types and whatnot.
Yeah, they should have did something like that in X and Y, but we didn't really get that, so. Look at all these losers.
Especially that guy.
Yeah, fuck him. I like how he almost got dressed today, it's nice.
Yeah, it seems to be a running theme for a tropical region.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess you have to wear less clothes as opposed to more when you're in the tropics.
All 8 badges, on our way to the Pokemon League. My heart just soars at the thought of it. Really, really awkward segue.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting where you were going with that sentence, and I think I know. Oh no, you're reversing time by 3 days. What are you doing?
Here we go.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to. Oh my god! Oh!
Welcome to the soaring mechanic. It's the only way to fast travel.
Okay, this is fucking cool. I really love this feature. It's really taking advantage of the 3DS now, and especially for Pokemon, you know, a franchise that barely tries to evolve over time, but man, this looks nice, and it's super cool that you're riding around on Jefferson's Starship over here.
And it's not just superficial, either. You'll probably be able to see, like, flocks of birds flying here and there. Those are, like, horde sky battles, and this is kind of a post-game thing, and I won't give too much away, but there will be, like, portals opening up, which we can use to fight legendaries, so expect a lot of that later on.
Now, my question is, are they ever going to make this the standard for flying, as opposed to making it a special, separate move? Because this, I think, should just be the standard for flying altogether. It's just way more fun and interesting.
And you'll notice I didn't need Latios or Latias in my party to be able to use the Eon Flute and call them, so that's just plain convenience.
That's what they should do for HMs, like we've been saying. You know, give you special items that let you do that stuff.
Come surfboard. Yeah, I beat Dad. I completely emasculated him.
Yeah, I like how she's not impressed that you've managed to get all 8 badges, and also you've managed to make a legendary your personal little jet.
Yep.
You know? Oh, well, it's okay you did that, Tom. Can you take out the dog? She needs to go to the bathroom.
But Mom, I'm the champion! As long as you're under my roof, you'll obey my rules.
I don't have to live with you anymore. I've got secret bases all across the world, man.
I'm dating a magma grunt, so eat me. Come here, you fucking shiny piece of shit. Yeah, who's the master now?
Yeah, I think it's about time we finally went around to get that, didn't we?
Also, why does an artificially created Pokemon have 2 Megastones?
I don't know. Why did they make a second Mewtwo and have it be voiced by a female in one of the movies? You want to answer that?
Oh, no.
That's what I thought.
Swag, booty, treasure.
That'd be pretty nice, you know?
We're getting the national dex here. We kind of skimmed over that when Wallace was being all fabulous.
Yeah, but we've talked about that enough in Pokemon X and Y. You know, they should just kind of give it to you up front, in my opinion, but oh well.
Oh no, you might see a Mareep before you beat the Pokemon League.
Oh no, what's going on?
A heaven forfend.
Now, is this like a separate unit, or did he charge you for a patch, which is what they're doing these days?
The fucking national dex is DLC.
Fuck that noise.
Oh, I love the little cup of tea that's almost as big as that chair.
Oh wow, I just noticed that. That is fucking huge.
This is a powerful first, for knowledge. Okay guys, that's enough for today. We shall see you next time when we journey to the Pokemon League. See you then.